Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Thank you all for joining today. I hope you all have had a great week so far and looking forward to a fun Friday or maybe a fun weekend or a relaxing weekend. We're going to get back to practicing today. We're going to build on the sun salutations that we learned last week. We're also going to add in some yin, restorative, and more relaxing postures at the end of the practice. We are going to get into a little bit more of a flow, building that heat in the body. Remember to always focus on the breath during practice, maybe incorporating some of the pranayama that we have learned, or maybe just visualizing your breath, maybe putting a color to your breath. Some way to focus on your breath. Make sure you're breathing throughout our entire practice. I also had questions about what pranayama means. It's actually just life force control. So prana means energy or life force, and yama means control. So it's just breath control, and different techniques of breath control is what we've been learning. So great question on that. Thank you for that. So again, yeah, we're going to get started today. We're going to kind of move through the joint movements a little bit quicker than usual. Feel free to just pause and take some extra time if you need. So we're going to go ahead and get started with those wrist circles. Now is a good time to put on some relaxing music or grab a block or a strap or a towel if you need some assistance during practice. Make sure we're doing both directions with our wrist circles here. Open and close the hands about 10 times. Stretch out the fingers, squeeze those fists. Long, deep breath. Bringing yourself into your body here. Just spending a little bit of time relaxing the body, being present. Good, and release. Arms out in front of the body here, open and close. Seeing how the body's feeling today. It's been a whole week since we've practiced. Bring your fingertips onto your shoulders here. Touch those elbows, big circles here. Remember using that. Maybe close down the eyes. Feel into that chest. Feel into the shoulders here. Open up. Long, deep breaths. And reverse. So a couple pops. I got a couple pops out of my back. Should feel really good. A couple more here. Good, and relax. Go to shoulder rolls here, up towards your ears, draw them down and back of your shoulders. About 10 times. And we'll reverse the direction. Check your spine out. Make sure if you started to hunch over, we're nice and lifted here. And relax. Open the heart and close. So we're going to do cat-cow, seated cat-cow. We'll also do it on all fours, but we're going to start with seated. Push the belly back. Push it towards the wall behind you. Chin comes to chest. Inhale, lift. Shine your heart. Exhale, chin to chest. Bring that navel to your spine, round and curl. One more here. Open up your chest. Point that tailbone back a bit if you can. Exhale, round and curl, chin to chest. Tuck that tailbone under. Good. And back to nice seated. Make sure your sit bones are in the way. Go to move them out of the way so we can have a long spine here. Grab our arms, inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, right fingertips come down. Maybe the right hand comes down over towards the right, opening up through this left hand side of the body. It should feel pretty good. You should bring that bicep by the ear as much as you can today. Inhale, lift, other side. Fingertips, maybe the hand, maybe even the forearm down. Whatever feels good for you and your body today. Inhale, lift one more time. Right hand down, over towards the right with that left hand. Inhale, lift, and switch. I'm gonna get a twist in here, nice gentle twist, don't force it. Inhale, lift the hands, drop the right fingertips behind the back, the left fingertips on the thigh. Inhale, lengthen the spine, crown of the head reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, look over that right shoulder. Inhale, lift, same thing, left fingertips behind your back, right fingertips on that leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, take a peek over that left shoulder. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Last one. Other side, left fingertips behind the back. Good. Inhale. Arms up, back by the sky. Drop them on the legs here. We're going to get into the neck just a little bit. Doing some nice, gentle neck rolls here. So getting your nose, creating a circle. Taking it as slow as you need. Going into any tight areas, giving it a little extra love. And reverse, other direction. One more. Good. Inhale back to center. Let's just look over your right shoulder. Just hold it there. You should feel a stretch all along your left hand side of the neck. Keep your spine long. Inhale, center. Look over your left shoulder. One more time. Inhale, center. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, center. Look over your left shoulder. Good. Inhale, back to neutral. Let's go ahead and find ourselves in a tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Getting into a couple cat-cows. So drop the belly, point the tailbone, lift the gaze for our cow pose. Exhale, point that tailbone, round and curl. Your ears should come in between your biceps. Like an angry cat here. 3 more on your own breath. Inhale as you look up. Exhale, curl it under, angry cat. As you close down your eyes, feel it to your body. Inhale up. Exhale. One more. Inhale up. Exhale. Good. Come back to this neutral tabletop. So we're not rounding and we're not dropping our tailbone too much. Nice and neutral, nice and strong. Now shift your weight to your left hand. Our left hand should be nice and wide. Reach your right arm up. Extend your left leg behind you. So right arm, left leg. Make sure it's opposite. You're gonna topple over if you try to put the same side up. So create that straight line. Act like you have a straight line of energy from your fingertips out your toes. Breathe here. Remember, are we breathing? Stay strong through your left arm, right? Don't collapse into that shoulder. Push the ground away. You should be active with that left arm. Good, release, other side. Wide hand here, shift your weight to your right hand and to your left leg. Bringing up your left arm and your right leg. Straight line of energy from your left fingertips out to your right toes. Breathe. Again, we're strong in this right arm, right? We're pushing the ground away. Couple more breaths. Inhale, exhale, release. We're gonna do that one more time. We'll go ahead and drop down into a child's pose for a couple breaths. Check back in. Good, next inhale is gonna take you forward. We're gonna do it again. Right arm up, left leg. Nice straight line. This is a lot of core. This is definitely a core exercise along with shoulders and hip flexors, but you should feel it in your core. Concentrate there more if you can. And release, other side. Left arm up, right leg. Straight line of energy, breathe. You are strong. One more inhale and exhale. Nice. So we're gonna find our way into our first downward facing dog. Tuck the toes under. There should be a bit of space in between the toes. Make sure they're not touching or super far out wide. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips. Finding our first downward facing dog of the day. So ideally we want to get our ears in between our biceps and our legs straight, but sometimes we're feeling a little tight.
So that's okay. You can bend your legs, right? Try to keep that straightness through your spine. Try to keep your ears in between those biceps, in between your arms here. Check out your fingers. Are they nice and wide? Can you feel weight between all surface area of your hand, or is it all crashing down into your wrist? If it's crashing into your wrist, try to push it up into all 10 fingers, into the palm of your hand. A couple more breaths here, and we'll take a child's pose. Inhale, bring those heels high, drop the knees, take it back, child's pose. Take a little breather. About 3 breaths here. Very good. Next, inhale, brings us forward, tabletop. Tuck the toes, find our downward facing dog again. Maybe this one feels a little bit less tight. Go ahead and walk your dog. So just bend opposite knees, however much feels good for you. Opening up the hamstrings here. Stay with your breath. Shake your head out. Yes. Shake it out. No. Good. You're going to gently walk your feet up to meet your hands. If you need to go a little wider, you can. Make sure you bend the knees if you need to. We're here in this forward fold. We should have about 2 fist distance in between our feet. Now let your head hang heavy. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Maybe you're supporting yourself with your arms here. Whatever feels best for you. Take a couple breaths. And then we're going to inhale, half lift. Lengthen the spine here. Use the support of your hands. Exhale, release. And again, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, release. We're going to ragdoll our way up. So 1 vertebrae at a time. Bring it on up until your head is the last to rise. Good. Stand here in mountain pose for a couple breaths. And then sweep your arms up overhead. Big reach here. Exhale, hands come to heart center. We should be in this mountain pose at the top of our mat. And then we're going to get started with our sun salutations. Let me adjust the camera. So meeting at the top of the mat. Hands at heart center. Big inhale brings those arms up overhead. We're going to swan dive. Remember, we're pushing the walls away here. Hips go back. We have this straight spine as we're coming down. Very good. Plant the hands. We're going to start with our right side. Step your right leg back. To modify, you could drop that back knee. What feels best for you? You should pick what feels best for you. Either way, we have our right leg back, left leg forward, hanging out in this nice lunge. Breathe. Good. We're going to plant our hands down, step that left leg back. Find a plank pose. Hips back into the sky. Here we go on the other side, right leg up. Step that leg forward. Now our right leg is forward, left leg is back. Breathe again to modify. Drop that left knee. You can even untuck the toes and sink into the hips a bit deeper there. Couple more breaths. And left leg comes forward to meet the right. Little bend in the knees. Reverse swan dive on an inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do that sun salutation on the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, drop the hands, step the left leg back this time. Always dropping the back knee if we need to modify. Breathe here. Plant the hands, step it back, plank pose. Breathe, make sure our core is active. We're pushing the ground away with our hands. Our glutes are even slightly engaged. Don't let ourselves sink like this, right? Lift those hips high. Good, find a downward dog. Left leg in the sky. Step it forward. Breathe here in this low lunge. Step that right leg forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Little bend in the knees. You could reverse swan dive or ragdoll your way up. Whatever feels best for you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And release, step it out, shake it out a bit. Great job. So that was the sun salutation flow that we learned last Tuesday. We're gonna build on that. We're gonna add a lifted lunge with our hands up overhead. And we're gonna add some core work from our downward dog. So just follow along, take your time, go nice and slow so we can all learn at once. So let's go ahead and start at the top of our mat. And relax those shoulders, make sure they're not lifted up towards the ears. Take a couple breaths, couple grounding breaths. We only got about 15, 20 minutes left of class. We're halfway there. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive. Starting with the right side, go ahead and step that right leg back. So knee can be up or knee can be down. For the first round, I'm going to start with knee down. I suggest everyone to do that. Inhale, arms up overhead. This is that lifted lunge I was talking about. Hold here, nice and strong, like you're holding a ball of energy in between your hands. Breathe. Exhale, release. Hands frame that front foot, drop them down. Lift that back leg, step it back, plank pose. Breathe here, 2 breaths. And inhale, exhale, hips high, downward dog. So since we started on the right side, we're gonna put that right leg up into the sky, point, lift, and reach those toes as high as you can here. Exhale, knee to nose, hollow out your belly to get that knee as close to the nose as you can. 2 more, inhale, lift, point, lift, and reach. Exhale, knee to nose, hollow out your belly. 1 more, inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Look between your hands. Step that right foot through. Make sure we're at this 90-degree angle. If we need to adjust, we can. Then go ahead and drop that back knee, untuck the toes, round down through the legs, reach those arms up overhead. 2 more breaths. And exhale, hands frame the foot, tuck the back toes under, lift it up. Lunge pose, left foot's gonna come forward to meet the right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release, ragdoll or reverse swan dive your way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a couple breaths here. Put those thumbs deep into your heart. See if you can feel your heartbeat. Slow it down. 1 more long deep breath. Let's do the other side. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Let's go on the left side. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, left leg back. Since I dropped the knee on the last one, I'm going to do the same on the other side. Inhale, lift. But if you want a little more challenge, you can keep it in the lifted lunge. We're in this lifted with our arms up towards the sky, holding that ball of energy. And exhale, release. Frame the foot with the hand. Lift the back knee. Step it back. Plank pose. 1 more inhale. Exhale, back. Downward dog. Lift the left toes. Since we started on the left side, left leg in the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. Left leg forward. We're in this low lunge and drop that back knee so we can lift it up just like we did on the other side.
Couple breaths. And release, frame the foot with the hands, tuck the back toes under, lift it up. Right leg comes up to meet the left. Half lift, take a breath. Exhale, release. Reverse swan dive or ragdoll your way up. One vertebrae at a time. Finish off with a big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Very good. So take a couple breaths in between. Great job. That was the extended flow. We added in the lifted lunge and we added in the knee to nose core exercise from the downward dog. We're going to do that both one more time on the right and the left. Then we'll go in and get down on the mat for some relaxation. You guys are doing great. Keep it up. We're going to start here on the top of our mat for our last flow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Right leg is going back this time. So if you'd like to drop the back knee like we did last time, you can. If you want to stay in a lifted lunge, that's what I'm going to demonstrate right now. So we're going to lift those arms up overhead, holding that ball of energy. We should be lifted on the back heel, nice and active through both legs. Breathe. And exhale, release. Drop the hands, step it back. Plank pose, right into our downward dog. We're going to move through it quickly. Inhale, reach the right toes up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Knee to nose. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. We're in this low lunge. Knee can be up, knee can be down. We all inhale, lift the arms up overhead, active and strong through both legs. Breathe. One more inhale, exhale, release. Left leg comes forward to meet the right. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, release, reverse swan dive, reach it up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. 5 breaths here, close down the eyes. Great job. We're almost done with the tough stuff. We're going to move on to the relaxation part after this flow. Take one more big inhale and exhale. Reach those arms up overhead on an inhale. Exhale, swan dive down. Half lift, inhale here, straighten out that spine. Exhale, release. We're going to do our left side, so our left leg goes back. We're in this lunge. Make sure our knee is at that 90 degree. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. You should be high up on your back toes. Your hips should be squared forward. Nice and strong, inhale. Exhale, release, drop the hands. Step it back, plank pose, downward dog. Left side, left leg goes up, inhale. Last 3, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Last 1, inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. And step it through. Active through both legs, nice and strong. Inhale, lift it up. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale, drop it down. Hands frame that foot. Step that right leg forward. Up to you. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Which way you would like to come up, if you'd like to come up on that reverse swan dive. I want to do a ragdoll. All the way up. Reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice. So we are done with our flow practice for today. Hopefully that built a little heat in the body. Maybe got your heart beating a little fast. If you'd like, if that wasn't enough for you, you could rewind the video and do it again. If you're ready to relax, grab your straps and let's come on down. We're going to meet in a bridge position. So with our feet about hip width and our back
On the back, allow your head to relax. Go to an inhale, lift up your hips, tighten your glutes here. We're just gonna hold this bridge pose for a couple breaths. Make sure again your feet are at least hip width, glutes are tight, nice and active. And exhale, one vertebrae down at a time until your tailbone is down. Now shimmy your feet out towards the side of the mat, about max width distance, and then just windshield wiper, open up those hips, get some mobility in there. Knees go side to side about 10 times. Good, meet back at center. Extend your left leg out, get your strap. If it's extra long like mine, you could just overlap it, or a towel, whatever you have. Put it at the sole of the foot, the right foot, and we're gonna inhale, bring that leg up towards the sky, trying our best to keep that leg straight. See where your edge is today. Do not push it though. We wanna work in that area, the edge, but we don't wanna overdo it, right? So inhale and exhale, draw that leg up towards your chest, wherever feels best for you. Inhale, release. Exhale, bring it in. That should feel really good in your hamstring, your glute area, even maybe your calf, if you have a little tight calf. If reaching the toes is accessible for you, with your right hand, with the first two fingers, just grab the toe of the right foot. See if that's acceptable. Only if we could allow our head to stay relaxed. We don't want to be doing this just to grab our foot, right? If that's the case, use a strap or hold on to the back of the leg. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Right leg stays down, wrap that around our left foot. Work with the breath, so inhale as you release. Exhale, breathe. Inhale, release. Exhale, draw that leg closer towards chest. So nod. One more. Exhale, draw it in. Noticing if either side was different. Maybe one side was a little tighter than the other. So bend the knees again. We're going to bring our right foot on our left ankle, on our left thigh. This could be known as supine or lying figure four pose, because it should look like a figure four when we start. So go ahead and lift that left leg in the sky, right knee is bent, and use your strap or use your hand to reach for the back of the left leg. So I have my strap behind my left thigh, my right ankle is on my left leg, and I'm using the strap to bring it in closer to my body. And using the breath. We'll be here for at least 4 more breaths. Take some long, deep breaths, trying to just focus on the area of the body that you're feeling this most. Send your breath there. This posture is really good, especially if you sit throughout the day. These muscles get very tight. Take one more last big inhale. Exhale, draw it in towards the chest. We don't want our shoulders to be coming off the mat. We don't want our head to be coming off the mat. We want that to be relaxed. And release. Right leg down, left ankle on top of the right thigh. Using your hands to reach into that gap, if that's easiest for you, or using our strap. So again, we're in that figure four. We grab the back of the right leg and then allow that top leg to bend. I like using the strap because it allows my upper body to stay relaxed. as I'm drawing those legs closer to the body. Deep breaths, using each exhale to pull a little deeper, get a little deeper in the stretch. I'll take one big inhale. And exhale, drop it. Gently release your strap out towards the side. Walk both feet out about hip width again. And windshield wiper the legs. Couple times. Good. Go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall out wide. Finishing off class with just a butterfly, and then we'll counter that. So here in a butterfly position, our knees just falling out wide on their own. Feet should be touching the soles of our feet. And you should feel this towards the inside of your groin and your hip area, maybe even on in your thighs and your quads. Just focus on the breath here. Long, deep breaths. We're only going to be here about 5 breaths. Just allowing gravity to take our knees closer to the ground. Allowing our hips to become a little more open. Releasing the tension we may have built up. Taking a couple more breaths here. So bringing your hands to the outside of your thighs, use your hands as support to bring your legs back together. Keep your knees touching and bring your feet max width apart. So our knees are touching, feet are out wide. Countering that posture, we just sit. Just hold here a couple breaths. Take a nice big inhale and exhale, release. Go ahead and come back to neutral here. Reach the body out wide, feet out wide, arms out wide. They can even be up overhead if that feels best for you. Finding the most comfortable Shavasana for you. We're going to take 10 breaths here as we finish class. It may be tempting to just end the video here, but I highly suggest taking this time to just allow your body to kind of soak up what you just did, allowing it to just relax. So it's all me in Shavasana. Close down the eyes. Just spending a couple moments doing nothing. Bringing your attention to your body, through the energy circulating through your body. Maybe you can even feel the air moving around. Noticing any noises you may hear. Any sensations you may feel. And bringing your attention to your breath. Not changing it, just noticing it. Now see if you can tune in so deep you could feel your heart beating for you. Sending yourself love and gratitude. Being happy you took this time out of your day to focus on yourself. Just spend a little time relaxing. Go ahead and bring some movement back into the body. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Maybe roll the wrists, the ankles. Take the arms up overhead for a nice big stretch. And knees to chest, roll into the fetal position just for a moment. And use your top hand to help you up to a seated position.
So we are done for today, and we're done for the week. Thank you all for joining. And again, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful Friday, and a great rest of the day. Always reach out if you have any questions or concerns at all. And thank you all for practicing today. I'll see you all next week.